What's up, fam? I'm up early this morning doing this thing we call trucking. Um, Slept in my truck last night, and I tell you, man, that was a time just reminded me that I need to get myself a sleeping bag because it gets really cold at night. It was a pretty warm day throughout the day yesterday, whereas when I went to sleep, I was up in this joint sweating like damn. And I woke up like, what the man? I was glad that I had blankets up in here, but even still, it felt like I was sleeping outside. Which I've slept outside plenty of times before, but it was just crazy. It's been a long time since I've done that. So, anyways, here I am at the fuel pump. I'm trying to get my day started. About to fuel the truck up and see if I can find me a load early this morning. Man, I absolutely love this trucking thing. As you can see, you got everybody out here trying to get their day started. Everybody waking up to the same thought. Get out here and fill up our trucks, get on the road and get going. Yeah, I'm out here at the Speedway out here in North Carolina, trying to get back up north. Got a little ways to go, at least until I get into the DMV. I got another 4 hours to go, but hopefully I can get me a load going north and with higher rates, because down here in the South, man, these rates are really, really low. Like, I'm talking about $500 and $600 or whatever, which to me ain't nothing but fuel costs and possibly maintenance. But yeah, I need to get to where I can get up in the thousands as far as these rates. Some of these rates per miles, man, are way low, and that has to change too. People keep telling me that there's different seasons to trucking and stuff like that, to the point where you have your seasons where it's pretty cold out, and I'm talking in reference to, like, the money and stuff. Then you have the season where it's pretty high. So I'm hoping that the season where it gets pretty high is coming soon, because they feeding us pennies, and I need to be putting those daggone Benjamins in my pocket. So anyways, man, this damn pump is slow, man, and I've run into a few of them like that, man. They take forever to fill up. I've been sitting here for a good minute, and we all have, really. But sadly enough, I don't know. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm tired of being in Carolina. But anyways, I'm try to get this fuel up in this truck, and I'll probably be back with you guys later on down the road. So as you can see, I just put $204.56 on this in my truck on one fuel tank. These fuel prices are extremely high, like extremely high. It makes no damn sense. This shit is crazy. Crazy thing is, I know that it wasn't too much, but this daggone gas pump didn't even stop to the point where it's like fuel was spilling out onto my step, down onto the ground. And I don't think it was going on too long. I just heard something that sounded like water running. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? And I looked, and the damn shit was overflowing, never even stopped. And I'm just like, that ain't never happened before. Usually, once it tops off, it'll stop on its own. But this one didn't stop. So that 204 may have been like maybe 190, who knows? But still, that was one gas tank, one fuel tank. So yeah, man, these fuel prices are extremely high. Like, it seems to be going up, man. I was actually, something that I wanted to film for you guys is that I was traveling down the highway, and I just happened to look off, and you know how you have those rest areas or those truck stops, and they have the big signs that has the fuel prices and stuff on them. Well, it was showing the price for diesel But as I was driving through, probably in the time frame that I was driving, I actually saw the diesel sign change like multiple times. Like, so say for instance, we'll say 509, and then it would go to like 518 or something like that. And it just kept fluctuating. I'm sitting there like, it's crazy how these prices fluctuate like that on a regular. But then I was in another area whereas the price for fuel would say like $5.24 or whatever. But then I went like just a few, I'd probably say not even a block down the road, found another gas station or fuel station where it was like $3 and some change or whatever. Now, I wish that I had the fuel up at that time, because believe me when I tell you, I would have stopped at that fuel station, because right now, you know, the $204 or whatever for one fuel tank is absolutely unreal. Fortunately enough, I didn't have to fill up both tanks, because, you know, I was sitting there like, what, a little less than 3/4. So I wanted to fill it up so that I can actually, you know, once I get my load, I can actually just go and not have to do all this stopping. So, like I said, it's the cost of doing business or whatever, but it's just crazy how the brokers are basically penny pinching on the freaking rates, giving you as little as possible to move this weight, but yet they want you to move the weight with $500 and $600, $400, $300 or whatever, which is the cost of fuel, as you can see. So to the point where it's like, we're out here trying to make a living, but you can't make a living. You got the fuel prices high, you got the rates low for the truckers, and it's just not an even balance. It doesn't make sense at all. So something has to change. Hopefully, like I said, somebody's going to step in. The government, somebody is going to step in to make a change here, because how are we going to survive out here if the rates continue to be the way that they are? I'm talking about the fuel rates as well as the rates for these loads. So I don't know, people. We got to figure something out fast. Like I said, I haven't been out here doing this trucking thing very long, but I have learned a lot of lessons, like in the short period of time that I've been out here. And one of those is that you come to a lot of fuel stations that don't have DEF fuel. And the sad part is, if you run out of DEF, it's going to cause you some issues in reference to being able to travel and deliver your loads. So I make it my business to carry around a container of this DEF fuel to, you know, just in case, you know, it gets to the point, because I'm driving along a lot of times, and the DEF fuel, yeah, it doesn't go as fast as the fuel does, but like once it gets down to like, I don't ever like to let it get down to like a half a tank or so like that, because you know, you just never know. You can get into one of those areas, like when I was down in North Carolina, there was very little areas in reference to being able to get diesel fuel as it was, but then being able to get DEF fuel, you know, just imagine I was down in one of those backwoods areas and stuff and couldn't get to a fuel station in time, and then I started having issues with the truck. So like I said, I keep a container of this DEF fuel on board, you know, for situations like that, you know. So but yeah, my advice is basically just to, try to keep one container somewhere close by in the truck so you can fill it up. Once you get to the fuel station, you're putting fuel in, and then top your depth fuel also. Yeah, man. So that's my little piece of advice to you. Well, I couldn't get another load, so I'm just gonna go and try to get the truck washed up before it gets too late. I gotta be there by 2:30 or before 2:30. So I'm gonna hurry up and go get the truck, and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Made it to the truck wash, only to have all kinds of police activity right here outside of the truck wash area. We had one vehicle accident, like, a block up. It was a lot worse than this one here, but then she wondered what's going on down on that street. We can get out of here without having any incidents ourselves. But it looks like she's involved. Driving around in dirty vehicles. I don't care what type of vehicle it is. I don't drive my cars dirty, so I'm damn sure not about to drive my truck dirty either. Top of your truck and everything with a little brush. Clean all the bugs, mess all over my window. I made it back home. My truck is washed up. Everything's clean. I actually cleaned the inside as well. Gave it a nice little armor all, clean down of the dash and everything. So it's looking pretty legit. But yeah. So like I said, I never did get another load. But like I said, I'm looking forward to next week. I'm pretty sure it'll be a lot better than this week. I'm gonna stay positive about everything, optimistic. Yeah, if there's anything at all that you guys need, as far as like, advice or whatever the case may be, feel free to ask. Like I said, I haven't been in this game for long, but I do have a lot of knowledge that I've picked up from other areas in my career, so not only my career, but also just in life, period. But yeah, so I just want all of us to be successful with this entire game. And like I say, prayerfully everything will change when it comes to the fuel. Everything will change when it comes to these load boards and the people who are taking all these loads that are pretty cheap, pretty much. Like really there's nothing that you can get out of it other than paying for your fuel or tolls or something of that nature. But hopefully there'll be a change, but like I said, I appreciate all of you that have been watching my videos. I appreciate all my subscribers, and like I said, looking forward to the next video. Looking forward to bringing you some new content here shortly. One of those things in reference to my scat card, and we'll talk more about that in another video. But until then, folks, y'all have a safe weekend, and look forward to talking to y'all or seeing y'all soon. All right.